Hello guys, this is Junaid Khan and welcome to my channel. So this video is related to the playlist in which I was showing you that how you can perform CRUD operations with Firebase in your Flutter project. So this video is related to retrieving part. So in this video I'm going to show you that how you can retrieve the data from the database. I already showed you in the previous videos that how you can save the data in the Firebase and how you can set up your project. So these two videos are already uploaded on my channel. So this video is about retrieving the data. So let's start by opening the home screen again, the screen in which we are currently working on. So here we have to work on. So let's start by opening our project again, Firebase project basically. So we will go to our real-time database, and here we see that we have this type of data and we need to retrieve this type of data in our application. So for this one we have to create a model class and we have to create a list because there will be a list of students. So we have to create a list. Okay, then first we have to create our model class, So I'm gonna create a new directory, models, and in this model I'm gonna create a new Dart file named as student model. Class student. So we have to check the Firebase structure as well. So as you can see that there is a key and there is a data of the student, age, name and subject. So first we have to create string key, and then we have to create student data type of class, student data. But as you can see that there is no student data in our project right now. So first we have to create a student data type of class, and there we will use name, age, name, subject. Like this. And for this one we have to create a constructor. This dot name, this dot age, and this dot subject, like this one. And now we have to create from JSON method as well, because whenever we pass a JSON, then it should store the values in these variables. Student data dot from JSON, like this. Map, both values will be, we don't know either the values will be string, integer or animal, anything. So that's why I'm passing dynamic and JSON, like this. Name equals to JSON name. We need to keep an eye on these ones because these should be exactly the ones we are using here. The key should be exactly the ones we are using here. Okay, then age, JSON, age, subject, JSON, subject, like this. The value can be null, and student constructor, we have to create a constructor for this one as well. This dot key and this dot student data, like this one. Now we have created our model class. Then we have to create a list. list student data, student list, and the list will be empty in the start. Alt enter, like this one. Okay, now we have to create a method which will fetch the students for us, and that method should call on init state. Whenever our apps run, then it should call. Retrieve student data. Like this, and the function will be, let's dbref, and dbref is exactly the reference which we are using on the top. Dbref dot child students. I'm passing the child because as you can see that dbref dot child students, so that's why I'm working like this one. On child added, I'm calling on child added method because whenever the child is added, it should save the data. It should notify us that okay, this child is added, so you can show it on in your app .lesson like this, and I'm gonna change the value of to data, student data, student data, from JSON, because whenever the child is added, then it will return us the value of like this one, this total value, and from this total value we are using this value to our student data and this value to student main class, because this is the key which will help us in the near future when we are doing the update method or delete method. Data dot snapshot dot value as map student key, data dot snapshot dot key, and student data like this one, and we are gonna add this total into list add student like this, and after this we will set state. So this method will fetch all of the students list, and we can use this list to show in our body. So for this we will use body, and for here I'm gonna use single child scroll view, because as you can see that might be there will be 100 users students, so there should be a scrolling behavior in our screen, so we can scroll to the last student. So that's why I'm using single child scroll view, child column, children. I'm gonna use the for loop here, int I equals to 0, I is less than students list dot length, and I plus plus. Here I am gonna make a widget to show the students list, so student widget like this one, and I'm gonna pass the value of the index like this to that widget. Alt enter, create method, the return type should be widget, return container like this. Now we need to define the width of the container. It should be media query dot off dot size dot width like this. Padding const edge insets dot all 5 and margin again edge insets dot only top 5 left 10 right 10. Okay, now we have to define the decoration, box decoration. So for the box decoration I'm gonna use border radius dot circular 10 and border color will be border dot all colors dot black like this one. Now child row children and main axis alignment, sorry, I am passing the value space around like this one. Okay, so now we need to create a column, I guess, because we have 3 values, so that's why I'm using a column here. And text like this one, and in the text I'm gonna display the student name first, student list I dot student list. You're already getting the student list, so we don't need to use the I method here. Name, alt enter this one, and for here as well I'm duplicating these 3 lines. Then I'm gonna display the age, after that subject like this one. So let's start by running the application on a real device, then we will see that what's we developed so far and if it needs few changes or not. So our app installed successfully and now it's showing that it's fetching the data. So let's start by saving a new data and see whether it saves or not. 23 and physics, my bad. See, now it's fetching the data on a real time, that we don't need to hit anything again. It's just getting the data from the database. And let's see that, yeah, okay, so it's saving the data in the Firebase as well. So now we need to make it a little bit of make it beautify, you can say. Okay, for that first I need to change the cross-axis alignment of this. Cross-axis alignment dot start like this one. Yeah, now it makes itself cross-axis alignment to, and now I need to use dustbin type of, which will help us in the delete method of the CRUD operations. So I'm gonna use it as well. So here it ends, and I'm gonna use icon icons dot delete, I think so. Yeah, delete. Now it's showing perfectly, but why it's putting a space in front of it? Let's check this one. These are fine. Main exercise. Remain. I think so this is due to the data, that's why it's not making it fine here. Let's change the color of this icon as well. Colors.red. Now it's looking good. Okay, so in this way you can easily retrieve the data and you don't have to worry about it. So this method will allow you to use it anywhere in your project to fetch the data on a real time. Like we are not hitting the database again and again. Database is sending us that okay, this child is added. You can save it in your list and show it. So in this way you can retrieve the data. So in the next video I'm going to show you that how you can update the data in the Firebase. So press the bell icon, subscribe our channel so you don't miss any video in the future. Thank you so much.